So I might have some traders fighting later. Right, where's that Muffalo Revenge? Down here? That doesn't surprise me. Who's the gunner? Shadow. Shadow, but Lumi and Ocelot are in the area, so in the worst case scenario, are they all pissed off or they... Nah, they're good. I was gonna say, I knew these fuckers would do Manhunter though. I knew they'd do it. Okay. If we have a roof on this... Zone, roof, yes. Okay. This is 21 degrees inside. It's got a grow light. It's reaching the majority of it, but not all of it. I feel like I'd need 3 or 4 to get the whole fucking room. I made this like slightly bigger because I had the intention to have a hydroponic room, and then I decided to keep it as that. So I don't really care that it's got that extra ring, because it just means that in fall and winter I won't get that extra ring of food ever, but in summer, in like spring and summer, I will, because I'll take the roof off and I'll get it then. Speaking of, are the heaters on? Yes. Okay, we've got 29, 27, 26, 29. They might be a little bit hot. Farrell's in a daze, he's fine. I've got hydroponics running everywhere else. It's 28 degrees. Why are my lights not on? I might not have turned on my grow lights. No, I don't want all the grow lights, I just want these ones. This might be why it's only growing next to the fire. Let's get those on. This happens every so often, I forget. Grab all them. This would be why it's not happening. Yeah, hit allow for all that. Senma's in a daze. She's fine. I think, did we not keep this area on? It's fine. Jackal's out there hunting. You good, Azula? Azula has like, she's got the most tantrumy kind of behavior at the moment. Azula's my cat. And she's kind of like, she's grabbed her bedding, right? And she's just kind of like turned her head backwards over her shoulder kind of thing and just like burrowed her face in it. It's super cute. But it's like, it's almost like she's having a small tantrum kind of thing. And I'm not really sure why. But yeah, she's got her face like as smushed into that as possible. It's very cute. Also, if anybody wants to see what like my cats and stuff look like, I have got photos of them on like Instagram and in Discord and stuff, if you guys want to see them. Plus I also have like other shit in there too, like, I don't know, food, stuff I've cooked, whatever. Miscellaneous other stuff, I don't know. But, you good, sweetie? Hold on, her face is peeking out now. I gotta smush it. There we go. She has been successfully smushed and she's back upside down. She's, oh my god, she's very fidgety, which is shaking my monitor. Because she's underneath it, but she's not that far underneath it. She's just like up against it, perhaps. She just barely fits under the monitor. She's a little chunky cat. So yeah, depending on how she's laying, sometimes her bits and pieces are like smushing the monitor a little bit, you know. You're going in for recreation. When you're done, I'm gonna get at least a couple of people to come in here and deconstruct this extra length of wall, because it's a little bit too short in here. Shorter than it needs to be, and I need a bit more space so I can actually put proper fucking stuff in this space. It's also going to drop all the lights off the wall, but there is a fireplace, so it's not like it's a huge issue. We'll come back to it. Hey, Roach. How you doing? What are you doing? It's kind of like grabbing a couple of people, making them do some stuff. Getting shit done is effectively what we're getting done. I also need to check how many blocks and crap we got, because I know whenever they take the blocks out of the wall, it does mean that something else can potentially get built, which is nice. Also, since they built this, I should be able to let them start building that, and I should be able to take this back bit out of here. I don't want to take it out yet because it is protecting my people. It's forcing enemies to walk around at the moment. I will get rid of all the extra stone shit in this place. like everywhere else eventually, and it will just be open area. But what I could do, this is something I haven't thought of doing yet. I don't know why I didn't think about this, but why didn't I just get like a fuck ton of animal spots going out here? Like legitimately. It's just stone. I can't, well, I could put hydroponics on it, but what if I just have a mega fuck ton of bed areas for my animals to come and chill out and sleep and stuff? Mind you, I do actually probably have to allocate some fuzzy beds to being like cats only, but we will work on that over time, like with all locations. I have like 800 plus animals, so we're never gonna ever have enough bed spots for them. Transport pods completed. That's fine. I want to wait until all the transport pods are loaded this time because I want to just do a really mega send out. And my people here have got plenty enough resources. I'm just starting to send the excess resources over. Which, speaking of, I should probably make up another caravan and get it going as well. I'm waiting for a caravan to arrive that has wood so that then I can make a couple of caravans to take stuff over here because I've got to basically like wait for the fucking resources. But I also need the traders to be able to sell said excess resources that I don't want to take. And I have a lot of stuff I don't want to necessarily take, but I have a lot of stuff I want to break down. So there's a lot of stuff to do at Dryden. I also, if I need to, I'll end up like making triple bedrooms out of the solo bedrooms that I've got over there. So we'll see. All right. I also want to get this room made. Another transport pod's done. Let's get a wall. We've also got a little bit of a crunchiness going on at the moment, if I'm sure it's noticeable, because I have a fuck ton of resources out on the ground and the other site has currently got rain. So we just got to like deal with this for a minute. I think when it stops raining and when I get the thousands of fucking resources out off the floor, it would be good. The other thing too is if I could just let a lot of my animals out of being hitched up. Calm down, game. If I could let them unhitch, they would probably eat some of the resources too. I want them to make this room because there's going to be a hydroponics room and I do want that. You know what's going to be faster? I'll just pause. There we go. I was going to say, I'm like, you know what's actually going to be faster is if I just like give it a hot second. Give me all of these grow space, not grow spaces, the hitching spots. I don't think I've got many on the top side, but I do have a few down here. Let the animals go free. I missed one. Somehow. How did I miss that one? Oh no, it's good. Alright, let's put new hitching spots out so we don't get animals stuck on spots that we don't want them on. Couple around the place. I had one back here too. I just got them like fucking randomly everywhere because I have a lot of animals. I will have a lot of animals over here. And if they have a bit of variety access, that would be great. Alright, so we've moved all that shit around. I also do want to start using some of the resources. I gotta pick this shit up. I made the space for it, I'm pretty sure. Yep, no, we made the space. Made the space. I also need somebody to clean this room. Taking pemmican into inventory, if you wouldn't mind cleaning while you're at it. Is this still... Is that a door that's stuck open? No. Fine. Oh, mate. Okay. I definitely got to get somebody to, like, access bringing stuff in. Let's grab a couple of people. Kangaroo Love, can you do... God, this is a lot. Can you do hauling? You can do hauling. Alright, well, here we go. Let you... Yep, no, it's going to be faster if I keep it paused. I need them to bring it inside. This is, I do get this problem anytime we normally have a big harvest, but I usually have sufficient quantity of animals available to eat it. But if I sent a caravan out now, it's not going to reach this area until these are basically all expired. So I would like them to go and pick it up and bring it into storage so that then I'd actually have people being able to do what they're doing and stuff again. But I spent a lot of making people do shit manually tonight, actually, you know. I know I told her to accidentally consume that. She's gonna be pissed. It's fine. I'm gonna grab you too in a second, Ocelot, because you're just standing there. I don't even know if you can do hauling. You cannot. Bat Ram. Ram can do hauling. Yeah, they're out here. They want to like re-sow it, and that's great. I love that. Oh god, I told him to sow the area. Yeah. Anyway, I have a lot of my people that do gardening over here at the moment, and it's great that they'll come out and they'll do this. But I actually just need them to prioritize bringing the shit inside. Even a small area like this, I don't even know how much this is. I'll have a look in a sec. I guess it's 7 times whatever's in this little zone. Johnson, you're coming over here too. You can't. Amia, I know you can. This is only such a small area. This is like when we had the shirts up in the corner of the map. Which, by the way, we still have the shirts in the corner, the other corner of the map. So, sure. Alright, you guys do that. I'll grab somebody to keep bringing this shit in, if I can. I made a mistake. I sent shirts and clothes and stuff, and I sent it and put it inside this area, but I didn't realize that when it opened, it would expand beyond the storage. I really was hoping it would stay within the storage, and it did not. I've got all this stuff. I've got all this stuff with the view to potentially sell it if I have a trader, but I also have 5,000 gold. I also have 19,000 silver, which is supposed to be getting used on floors, but yeah. Hold on, I need to drink water. Okay, so we've got a grow room. I still haven't quite fixed the hospital. Still working on that. I would like these to be temporarily turned off because we have a lot of excess marble, which is great, but they haven't moved it. Transport pod's also finished loading. We still have a bunch of crops to go and harvest, and we've still got to pull apart some of this shit. And how are my prisoners doing? 15, 19, and 13. We should have enough space when we bring them in. Would like this to eventually go back to being, you know... Why are you giving the panther chocolate? Okay. You know, I'm just not going to question that. I'm just going to leave that alone because, I normally expect them to be holding on to something like other foodly type stuff. But okay. Yeah, I want them to get these inner walls done so I can move this around a little bit better and finish the floor and crap. Because this bottom bit here, it's supposed to be the prison's hospital. So I'm supposed to have like a reasonably good sized prison and then like individual hospital areas and stuff like that. So when I bring in an injured prisoner, I can kind of keep him separated a little bit. Why is there a muffalo in here? Nobody's fixed this wall. You're building that wall. But how about you build this one so that the animals stop getting into the bedroom and then it's closed so that my people aren't sleeping in the heat. I've also kept the stuff on the muffaloes that I brought home because like I know that it means that people have to come and physically grab the stuff off them, but they're so far away. That's actually the only one I want you to drop. Tonlo, mate. Camrod, can you pull him back to get cremated? And then if you feel so inclined, maybe cremate him. Because my people get upset if they're not cremated. Alright. So everybody seems to be good here. My caravan's still working its way over. My other caravan's almost home. It's about a day's away from home. This one's still quite a distance. This one is moving at a snail's pace. honestly. And it makes no fucking sense because they've got so many animals. They should really be hoofing it, but I think what it is they don't have any rideable animals. Leia's in a food binge. Wasn't I getting you to do stuff? She's probably in a food binge from moving stuff around, yeah. I've still got spare hospital beds, which I would kind of like these brought in here. Not that this hospital is finished, but we're working on it. Who could do floors? Lincoln, mate. What? No, take me back. Lincoln, mate, when you're free, can I get you to work on the floors in the hospital? Because I mean, I shouldn't have to tell him to do every single one of them, but they are silver and they are steel. So it shouldn't take him too long. Let's deconstruct some of these because this will give us more marble for the other walls that we're making. I also am pretty sure I asked somebody to come in here and deconstruct this door way earlier tonight and it never got done. It's just interesting. I've had a lot of my people, like, I don't usually like manually tell everybody to go do something, but there's some stuff like deconstruction my people just generally won't do very, like, until like the end, until it's like the last possible task that they have left. And so I definitely want them to come in here and like fix up whatever I've got and stuff. But yeah, it's taking a bit of effort with that. I also have walls in here that aren't fully separated as well. As it can't do the building. Armadillo could, but he is injured. Actually, can you do building? You're beating a fire out. Yeah, I'll let you continue doing that. Williams is pretty quick. Williams is zipping around the place. You can't do what I need you to do, though. You do cooking. Hang on a second. If you do cooking, can I get you to just prioritize working at the table, doing some peeling, please? Get these peeled up, get them into storage. I also need to check the temperature that we've got in here because I've got... Oh, I don't want that room. Because I realized I'm like, all of this is still super open. Enyo, love, what are you doing? You're deconstructing a marble wall. That's fine, I'll leave you be. We'd be losing food doing this. Beating fire out? Mate, I've got something else for you to do. I have these walls that I need you to work on. Actually, specifically, clear that prioritized work. Work on these corner ones first, and I'll find somebody else to work on the other ones. That one's already done. Can work on that. Tofu can work on these. Somebody's got the plague again. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I need to seal these fuckers off so that the rooms can stay cold where they're supposed to be cold. Should be why some of them are rotting. Gango's got the plague. That's fine. You're good, mate. How are we on prisoners? You're down to 4, 9, 2. 2's almost recruitable. Alright. I sort of also want to lift off more of this as well. I kind of also wouldn't mind putting like the butchering stuff in there, but I know it will dirty it. Why is everything dark here? That one's not being kept warm. There we go. Alright. I also want to lift up some of this stuff too. So I should have 4 individual traders coming much, much later. I've got a whole bunch of stuff lifted up and put into storage. So my storage here should be pretty well packed out. I have a whole bunch of transport pods that are literally loading up. So I'll wait until they're all done. Which reminds me, I want to put more stuff in these ones. What do we want to send over? I really want to send them materials to make clothing. I do want them to stop mining miscellaneous stuff here. What I might do is I might get them to just basically lift up all these. I want them to put it into storage if they can find them. Because I think what they're doing is they're bringing in like extra blocks and then they're processing it, which is great. But if I've got resources around the place, I'll find out as soon as we've got an advanced component and I can use it, because I'm pretty sure we may have used like advanced components on other stuff as well. Anything that's broken that needs one, they would have gone and prioritized that over anything else. I still have a shit ton of hospital beds. Let's see if I can load you up. Even if they're not the greatest quality, I would like them sent over. I also want the statues sent over too. And the TVs. I don't think I have those in the list. There's the rest of the hospital beds. I can only send like 3 at a time. I could send something else with this. Send the sculptures. And the little sculpture. I also want like just a transport pod that's essentially all... Oh, my caravan arrived. Nice. This has got wood. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this one for a while. So I want them to come inside because I have a shit ton of like wood and stuff on them. I will definitely get you guys to drop stuff once you're inside the walls. It's going to make this hallway so fucking filthy. But I'd like to preferably get them before they are inside. But if I could get them while they're mostly inside here. Like, I don't want that group. I'll wait until... I should be able to get most of this group to drop them inside. I don't know if I've got everybody. This little group here, though. Just going to try to get this. You lot, drop your stuff. I don't think I got the mufflos. Mufflos, please, drop your stuff. Not in the doorways. The yaks. Drop your gear too. Drop whatever you've got while we're inside. I know this is all like mostly wood, but if I can get them to drop it when they're inside, it'll keep it better. Guys, drop everything. Alright. I know this group's still carrying stuff, but I don't think any of it's in the doorway. Alright. So we should have a fuck ton of wood in here, and it's not that far away from where we want to use it, which means that it shouldn't expire being outside. And I know, like, the closest we could have got it is about here because it's nighttime and they're all going to walk inside and sleep, so then it will end up down here anyway. So it's not a huge improvement, but it's slightly better. I just like so much crap in here. Mind you, we could have more stuff. I kind of like... I changed everybody's beds over at one point. So everybody's kind of everywhere. Who's on fire? That's fine. That's outside of the thing. I'm guessing we were hunting boomalopes. Yeah. I don't want to tame them. I want to hunt them. And there's some new stuff around the place to hunt. I gotta admit, all the megasofts I'm coming up across here are just so fucking angry. All the time. Like, they'll almost always go into, like, a fighting thing. We're still getting the good stuff here. I wouldn't mind moving this over, though. I know that one's getting it. That's fine. I guess we're getting steel and miscellaneous additional rock. That's probably okay. And all the animals now have somewhere to go to sleep, which means my animals finally came in to drop their stuff. Good. I didn't even think of that, but that's brilliant. I don't have to worry about the fact that they're all up in the corner because they want to go to a bed. So, yeah, they've all come in and gotten out of the way. I hadn't even considered putting down a bed would bring them down here. There's just some stuff like that I just don't think of, you know. But all this can be, like, animal beds and stuff, which will give all my animals somewhere to go. And I'm not going to do this for like everywhere, but it's going to take like multiple instances of me just sitting here making like a shit ton of beds. It's also back to like not shitting itself as well. So I don't know if maybe we brought enough stuff in or if it was the rain. I feel like it was a little bit to do with the rain. But definitely having the fuck ton of rice out and about was definitely not helping. Mia, please don't be consuming all the rice. Like, it's great. But yeah, don't. I also like the patterns of this as well. It's quite cool. But yeah, we'll resolve this issue once we get like the animals over here. We've got like 29,000 rice, which will expire if I can't get these walls built up in time. So let's go find somebody that's a night owl. Like Seahorse or Silverware. There's Seahorse. You're building a wall. I'll let you build that wall. And then I'll get you down here to work on these corner ones. Because it looks to me like Lincoln has delivered it, but then fucked off and not finished it. Which is very Lincoln, honestly. Williams is still working away down here. Let's wait till you get that in storage and I'll clear your prioritized work and I'll get somebody else butchering. Because a lot of those animals are looking like they're gonna expire. What are you doing? She probably wants to go to sleep. Who else is up at this time? Like, Lincoln's supposed to be awake at night. He's cooking meals. Instead of cooking meals, can I get you to keep working on the tables? And then when you're available next, like, I do want him to work on other things, but I'll come back to him. As long as he does the butchering, because some of those animals are literally going to corpse expire any moment. So I kind of want to get them peeled, because once they're meat, they're no longer back to expiring. And these are definitely not staying cold enough. And I have enough air conditioners. Get away from that one in the corner. These, let's crank them down. Actually, let's reset them. Make sure that they're all on the same page here. Let's take them down to about -9. It's winter, so it should work. And even if it doesn't automatically just resolve the issue, it's already bringing down the temperature a little bit. Okay, it's back to being chill, which means things should be refrigerated. And once I've got these rooms sealed off, I can go back to heating the workbench areas and the storage can go back to being chill without it impacting it. Yeah, I hadn't even really realized, just oversight, complete oversight of like, if they're building a wall or they're building something up, I don't know where you're going off to build that, but I'll get you to come back for this one. But yeah, if they take out a chunk of the wall, I need to put the chunk back or adjust the air conditioning and crap. I don't know if you can do construction, Franklin. Oh, you can do a little bit of construction. I don't know if anybody's working on that one. You should be able to work on it. It is a corner one. I was thinking that they couldn't be able to get to these, but I'm trying to get the corner ones done first. Alright. What else we got? I haven't got anybody doing the floors yet, but that could be just a matter of we're not making the granite tile, which I believe we're not. This bench was slate and marble. I want to find one that doesn't really have much. Or that one actually just has all the other ones. Okay, let's allow that one to do granite. I'll have one bench that can do granite at least. I can find the other one. The other bench in here that was from Dryden. I will also set that one up to keep going. Have we only got one from... They didn't seriously destroy them all, did they? That doesn't surprise me. I'll be honest. My people breaking shit so that we have to rebuild it and replace it doesn't surprise me at all. But yeah, we'll have a couple of benches that can do granite, a couple of benches that can do slate. Most of the benches will do the marble. These guys will finish dropping all their stuff once they wake up. We got rid of the inner wall of this. I don't know if they can reach those. I'll have to check that later. I also haven't really checked on the electricals through my whole base since I've moved everything over by like just a tiny shift. I sort of don't want everything interconnecting, but the way I see it is I can disconnect shit later. Like, this isn't really connected to anything yet, but I can't connect it through the wall, whereas this one isn't powering much, but I could bring the power across from over here, you know? So I might do that. Bring that from the door across to here. think I'm supposed to have those doors a little bit further out, but that's not a big problem. All right, let's go with normal electricals. Kind of, well, yeah, I kind of want it through here. I also have a few extra benches I've got to get built. What's up, Lee?